Your face or jammed onto your face. I can see that. So why would someone wear it while they're driving?
You see this up and down the road
I don't get that.
all the time. You see people wearing their masks in their cars. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
The guy in New Jersey passed out
Coming up,
because he was wearing his M95 mask while he was driving, and he passed out from wearing it too long.
Probably not what you are considering.
It was a success. She even made me open my mouth though. She's like, do you want to use your stars or save them? Because I was just going to do a thumbs up, hand the card, or just hold my app out. She scanned it. But I had to talk. I said, oh, save them. But no mask. I can't believe the doctors, the healthcare professionals that are like, you can't drive 100 miles an hour, you can't drive drunk, so you have to wear a mask. You don't have that right. Like, what? Like, it is the most invasive invasion of privacy ever. Like, irritating your skin, cutting off your oxygen, breathing in the dioxide. I can't even comprehend how all these so-called professionals are acting that dumb, like they're a kindergartner with that kind of comparison. It's not comparable. So how can any healthcare professional, doctor, educated person tell us that this is healthy for us? I'm already hyperventilating, breathing in my carbon dioxide, my oxygen intake is obviously decreasing. It feels like that. It's gotta be true. It's wrinkling up scrunching up the face, scratching the face with this beard. Without a beard, here, let's see. With no beard, it's gonna irritate the skin and give acne. Or it irritates your skin if you shave, which I just did just for this video. How about that? And I just poked myself in the eye a second ago trying to pull it down a bit because my breath was shooting air up into my eye. And so there's just negatives so many different ways. But let me get this straight, people. And here's the theory. I'm starting to think that the pro-maskers are, of course, the very small percent of unhealthy people that are susceptible to it, which it's very understandable that they want to wear masks, that they shouldn't even go out in public, though. And then the other pro-maskers are cucks and subs. Submissives and cucks, which I'm all for having a submissive as my baby girl, the group of the one I date. So, like, I'm not against cucks and subs, but that's who pro-maskers are. I don't understand who else would be pro-mask. If you value your rights, if you value being comfortable, and if you value not having your skin irritated and get a rash, and in my case I'll get acne, I'll get cysts, and then I'll get more pot marks. I've grown up, so a lot of that's gone away. But yeah, so I'm supposed to inconvenience myself, I'm supposed to suffer, I'm supposed to get acne with it on my face out on the heat and start to, you know, sweat and get acne. I'm supposed to breathe in less oxygen and breathe more carbon dioxide and start hyperventilating and all that, right? Like, you know, you could just tell, like, this is not healthy for you like this. And I'm supposed to, like, go through those inconveniences and all the way up to exaggerating of suffering to help some unknown people beat this thing or not get this. Like the mask helps you and your mask helps me. Like, I get all that, I understand that, but honestly, like, it makes me think of that 8 degrees of separation where we're all connected to each other by eight degrees, right? So I'm thinking of how, like, if you are late driving somewhere and you end up going out late 5 minutes and you stop at a red light that you wouldn't have stopped at if you had left the house 5 minutes earlier, well, the car behind you wouldn't have stopped behind you. They would have kept on going on through, but you stopped, so they had to stop. And that car may have ended up getting a crash up in that city up ahead, or may have gone into some other situation, or got carjacked or robbed, or died as here or there or anything, right? So every one of our actions causes a chain reaction. We are saving people and killing people every single day. But for this mask thing, we're supposed to completely be inconvenienced at best to actually being unhealthy, breathing in less oxygen, irritating our skin, scratching our skin, getting acne, feeling violated, to save some unknown person out there. Look, if you are susceptible to dying from this thing. You need to stay locked up and have everything delivered to you. I mean, I want to ask the pro-maskers, how long are you willing to be a pro-masker? Like the pro-maskers that are literally willing to say, yeah, let's wear the mask for the rest of our lives if necessary. If there's no vaccine and the coronavirus is here to stay, then we're going to wear it for the rest of our lives. I want those pro-maskers to step forward and say that. Otherwise, like, you're all full of shit, because your pro-mask position can waver depending on the weather. Like, what if the global warming heats up the earth and it's 115 degrees everywhere in the US every single day? I'm sure you are going to start getting sick and tired of that mask. So we go into year 2, 2021, 2022, no vaccine, it's not happening. By that point, are you going to be like, yeah, life is short, screw the masks, it's now bothering you, it's now inconveniencing you too, right? So, but for all of us normal, reasonable people, it's already ridiculous. Like, it doesn't make sense that the vaccine is not going to be mandatory, and up to 40% of people are saying they're not even going to get the vaccine, which is going to prevent herd immunity from taking effect. So the vaccine itself, which is the cure, isn't going to be mandatory, but masks, which isn't a cure, is mandatory. Churches are closed, sports are closed, everything is closed and canceled, but protests are okay, right? Like, that is okay. So cops are going to churches and arresting pastors for still holding services, but protesters can go out and vandalize and destroy and loot. If you are a healthy person, like 95% of us are, you don't need to be worried about this. Life is short. Just start living your life. If you get it, it's not a big deal. If you got grandparents, stay the freak away from them, okay? They need to be holed up for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year or 2 years. They need to be inconvenienced. Their life needs to be affected, not our lives. Like, I'm not even going on the whole constitutional right argument, but that is one. But you do feel this, like, violation. Like, you are being violated. It fucking feels that way when you got this shit up against your face. I mean, it's who you are. It's your identity. Your face is everything, I forgot to say. If you're ugly, if you're super ugly, then you also are probably a pro-masker. People hardcore in there. Look at that guy. Look at that mask. Damn, everyone's so paranoid. What do most people start thinking when they see masks everywhere? Mask, 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 mask. Everybody in a mask. Like it's Chernobyl. Like it's post-nuclear World War III. Everybody in a mask. What does that do to people's mindsets around the country, right? When you're going out and there's this paranoia, there's this fear, there's this timidness, people are avoiding each other, walking around each other, everybody in a mask. What is that doing? What visual is that creating? What is that instilling in people? Like, we need a change. The virus was created by China. It is a real thing. The virus is real. It is killing elderly people and susceptible people and a couple of young people here and there. Just like car crashes kill thousands of healthy people every day, but we keep doing cars because it's convenient, right? It makes sense. And so what's also convenient? Not wearing masks. So if a couple young people are going to die, oh well, and all the old people susceptible to disease people, they need to stay locked up. Everybody else, take your masks off. Can't you see how obvious this is?